Gauranga, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, 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 Nityananda, Gauranga. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada, Jesus Prabhupada. Good morning, Fanny. Welcome. Jesus Srila Prabhupada. Jesus Srila Prabhupada. Jesus Srila Prabhupada. Jesus Paul Srila Prabhupada. Jesus Paul Srila Prabhupada. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar. Good morning. Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri Advaita Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vinda 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda 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 Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Goranga, Goranga, Goranga. Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay, take a little break here. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Okay. This is Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, Chapter 11. Text number 13. At this time, 14, text number 14. At this time, Maharaj Prataparudra arrived at Jagannath Puri. Purushottam, and accompanied by his secretaries, ministers, officers, went to visit the temple of Lord Jagannath. When King Patabhudra returned to Jagannath Puri, Ramananda Roy came with him. Ramananda Roy immediately went to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with great pleasure. Now, this is the essence, man. Is getting the taste, man, to meet the Lord with great pleasure. That's called self-realization. That's it in a nutshell, man. Meeting the Lord. Meeting the Lord by and relishing His association, relishing His name. The Lord came here to give us that ability. See, we need to get that potency. Otherwise, you're just doing Vaidhi. Trying to attain Krishna, always trying to attain. Always trying to attain. Yes, after the last round, I'll attain, something like that. But, it's this relish, this eagerness to relish the taste and to learn by tasting and learn about God by tasting God's name. Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's nothing. Yeah. Yeah. It's like that Brahmin too. That Brahmin that Lord Chaitanya met, he knew about the glories of all the holy names, all of them. And he said he knew the topmost name was Radha and Krishna's name, but he couldn't chant it. He didn't have the taste for it. He had the taste for Ram, Rama, Ram, 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 which is a name of God. You see, it's a name of God. So he had a taste for that name. But Hare Krishna, he knew it was on a higher platform, but he couldn't taste it. See, until he got the association of Lord Chaitanya, who was a taster of the name Radha, Krishna's name. See, that's the path in a nutshell. We need to meet such devotees, otherwise it's just a big game. It's a big ignorant. You're just in ignorance. These devotees, they don't understand. They're just in ignorance, trying to speculate their way into understanding Radha and Krishna. It's only by taste. You have to be around a taster. Yeah. And otherwise you won't get you'll sit there and look at the gurus. They come up to the guru position and they speculating all over the place, and they don't have the taste and they can't transmit the taste to anybody. Eh? What is this? You say this, well, this guru is so high because he spoke about the pastimes of Krishna. Well, where's the taste? I mean, where's the transference of the taste? Where is the real path? Where is the path of pure devotional service that Lord Chaitanya preached? Yeah, he preached it. He started it in his room, with these devotees who had faith in him, that were close to him. Just like the status up posted, who is the Acharya? From the Acharya in a nutshell is from them two qualities. From them ecstatic prema emanates, and by their word ignorance destroyed. Did you see these two qualities here? Do you see these two qualities in these other persons? Is it in Ramai? Is it in Radhanath? Is it in any of them? Do you feel ignorance is being destroyed? Do you see ecstatic prema emanate? Do you see it? Much less feel it. Do you feel it here? See, that's Sri Guru Charana Padma. See, the songs you're singing every day. So that's the path in a nutshell. It's so darn simple. This is can you imagine this is called postgraduate? Postgraduate, the simple truths. And they have all this complicated things about the whole, what is real guru? Narayan Raj wrote this big, thick thing about what is a real guru, big article, big long. So I said, okay, let me find out if I can find out what is a real guru. And I read this article. It goes all around the mulberry bush, this and always austere, renounced, austere and renounced and regulated and all these things and all the way to the end. And I never heard by their word, ignorance is destroyed, from them ecstatic prema. I didn't hear any of that. I didn't see anything like that. And that's why all that time I spent, a year and a half, and the people spent 20 years, and they tell me, Gohari, are you sure you're not, are you sure you're pleasing Prabhupada? Oh, am I sure that I'm pleasing Prabhupada when people are getting ecstatic devotion? Are you nuts? Am I nuts or are you nuts? People have ecstatic devotion here, and am I pleasing Prabhupada? When he said, if I can make one pure devotee with ecstatic devotion, my whole career would be successful. And so many are getting this. That's what you get for. See, we teach the real path here. What, you don't want Krishna? What, this is not clear? What, you can't understand the songbook from a real guru? Ecstatic prema emanates. What, is that too hard to see in anybody? Can't you see anybody sitting on a throne? Do you see any ecstatic prema emanating? Well, if you do, you'll see some tears. You'll see some holy laughter, man. You'll feel some transmission. You might start to shake and shimmy and roll around. You might feel some spiritual experience awakening in you. A major part of this mission is just to get people to understand the pure and simple truth, man. Right here in this sangha, you can become a taster of the holy name. Whereas you can spend 40 years following these gurus and you won't taste nothing. You'll just, all you can do, I see it over and over again. The devotees resort to their mental speculations. They just want Krishna so badly, but they can't do it. They have to speculate. Well, it's like this, and anthropomorphize their misery. The misery, and say that's separation. Yeah, but that's not the separation of ecstatic devotees, man. That's not how I feel. What, you in separation? I feel miserable. It's the ecstatic, tasty bliss. I like it better than union. People don't have any idea, and they think, "Go Hari, you're a fool." Yeah, I guess foolish enough to preach to blind people and deaf people. I guess that's the foolishness. But what did Lord Caitanya say? A madman must speak, so we speak. Jesus did the same thing. Well, I guess I'll go today and preach to the blind people and the deaf people. It's another day of preaching to the blind people and deaf. Oh, look, out of these thousands of people, we got a few fishermen. We can work with that. They want to listen, they want to hear. Okay, they'll spend 3 years and they'll hear and get purified a little bit. And then they'll be able to appreciate what I like. They'll get the spirit that I have. See, that's the path, man. People needed to spend more time with Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta. Bhaktisiddhanta said, well, with this lot of sannyasis who are looking at my pockets and they want the buildings and the money I got, I should stay here 10 more years. But they're pushing me out. They want me gone so that they can become gurus. And they did the same thing with Prabhupada. And these are your worshipful. They can't teach you taste. They only had taste for name and fame. All of them, and all those 2 generations until now. We don't make those. They're thrown into the Vaidi pile out there. Go work out there on a chain gang, man. Oh, you want to be a big teacher? I'll go out there and teach those ISKCON devotees and go take your shots with them. Oh, you don't appreciate this ecstatic devotion? Go out there. Yeah. It's the greatest treasure which you get here. There's no opulence in the universe as good as what's in this little sangha here. Which you can get here, the treasure you can get here, you find it's like finding a gold mine. Can you imagine a gold mine that has unlimited gold in it? It doesn't run out here. And soon, I think we're going to do a miracle. We're already done the miracle. We've opened many blind eyes and deaf ears. You guys are the easy ones. Now we got to work on some others here. Although I'm going to take a little break, man. It's just yeah, from these Vites a little bit. I feel like Paul lately. Like, let's go to the people that listen. Yeah, that's like beating a dead horse. You know. Hmm. Well, we sharpened our pencil a little bit. It's time to yeah, go to people that are interested. Oh, you don't want this? We'll go to the Gentiles. They're more gentle than these Vaidhi. Can you imagine? They're supposed to be devotees, but my God, what comes out of them looks like they're ruffians and blasphemers and hooligans. What comes out of these so-called, these guys, these wool, they're like, "Ooh, I'm a devotee. Oh yeah, let's see. Ooh, I'm gonna get you. All the curse words come out of their mouths. Ah, boy, I think we'll go to the. I think the Gentiles, the people, ordinary people, are in a little better situation, man. You stay in that pile for a while. You just look over here. You look over here and just see how happy the devotee's getting. Yeah, yeah. When King Bhattacharya returned to Jagannath Puri, oh wait a second, did I do it? Yeah, no, I wanted to do this here. Just a second. When King Bhattacharya returned to Jagannath Puri, Ramananda Roy came with him. Hmm. Uh, Ramananda Roy immediately went to meet Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with great pleasure. Upon meeting Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ramananda Roy offered his obeisances. The Lord embraced him, and both of them began to cry in the ecstasy of love. That's what's happening when devotees are chanting a holy name. It's just like meeting the Lord like that. You see, they both cry. That's that union, man. You think that you got to see the crying of a devotee, and then you see the crying of the Lord. They're like a mirror for that. Otherwise, you don't know the qualities of God. That's why it's so powerful. That's why it brings up devils out of people. See? It's like the Lord coming down into the prison house. The Lord, you bring the Lord here in this place where there's prisoners and there murderers and there hooligans and the dacoits and all of that, and it all comes out on the Lord because He's very pure. We bring that purity in there. Okay? So the Lord wants to give that purity so that we can make quick advancement. Otherwise, we don't advance very fast. See, we advance so fast here. That's because the Lord agrees to come in. He's the gardener, and he's like the zoom zoom. You got the weed eater, man. High speed, man. Such high speed. The river God, stop! He's always purifying me. Stop this. It goes for everybody. You get purified really fast. Okay? See, that's why because this is the place, man. This is the authorized place. This is the narrow gate. This is what's really bona fide, man. We can help everybody: Muslims, Christians, and Vaishnavas, and people of the world. See, we have knowledge. See, there's devotee when the Lord is living in us like this, we become the book Bhagavat in person, and then those qualities in the Bhagavatam become us. See, that's how it is. And that's how people get it. They need the living book. And then they are transformed into the living book. And then you see, the book is the book incarnation of God. Then you become the devotee incarnation of God in this world, just like the book says. See? The Lord comes as the devotee. That's pretty intimate, isn't it? Does anybody want to be that intimate with the Lord? You know, you like that the Lord says, "Hey, man, this is my devotee, man. I belong to him. He belongs to me." When you see him, you're seeing me, man. Yeah. If that's not your experience and that's not your transmission, move aside, man. We got some work to do. We got some delivering. I mean, people have been waiting for this kind of pizza for a long time. Let the deliverer boys and girls come now, for God's sake. Stop holding up the delivery. At that time, Maharaj Prataparudra arrived at Jagannath Puri, Purushottam, and accompanied by his secretaries, ministers, and military officers, went to the temple of Lord Jagannath. Do you know he's a devotee, man? Look at it. He's a king. He has all these ministers, secretaries. He had a whole bunch of wives, too. I think many, lots, maybe over 20, 30 or something. Can you imagine? You have to have a lot of money to support them, you know. They like a lot of stuff, you know. Yeah. And he was a devotee. Can you imagine what the Lord brought all kinds of persons here to show what is the essence is to recognize a devotee. That's the whole thing. People think now, see, now they only see people, this devotional position is so high and so rare that they have to try to show it, but with props. Oh, you see, this is a religious person in the Varnashram system. We'll make him a devotee. We'll make him a pure devotee. Okay? Oh yeah, you can't be a devotee unless you're a superstar. You know, you renounce the world and all that stuff. But look, this guy was a king and he was a great devotee of Lord Chaitanya. You see, he came with the Lord. He was a devotee from the beginning. He recognized the Lord. He was ready to give up his wealth. He was getting all those wives. Can you imagine? You can't hard to give up one wife. He was ready to give up 30. His position, servants, everything, and just become a beggar to be with Lord Chaitanya. Now that's a devotee. He has real devotion. You know, it's valuable. Yeah. You can't even ask these gurus that. You can't ask these. You can't say, "Hey, will you give up your wealth? Will you give up your followers there, your wealth and your followers who collect for you and give you all that money? Will you give them up for this bhakti? Will you give them up there, Acharya Dave? Will you give up your nice house in Santa Barbara with all your servants there, you know, waiting on you hand and foot like you're anything special, which you're really not? None of you guys are. Would you give that up? Because we got that real bhakti here. That Maharaj Prataparudra would you give up 30 wives and all his servants and zillions of dollars that he had for? Are you a devotee? That's why I pay you guys no mind, man, because you're not like him. I only pay people like him mind. When I see one of you, oh, here we go again. When I see one, when I see one of you, gurus and sannyasis or Brahmins out there come over here, then you'll be impressing my Lord. Say, this person's sincere. Otherwise, you're just rascals, just usurpers. You get your chance now. Yeah. We'll see if there are any devotees out there. We already see some of the stock of gurus we've been meeting here lately. They're not very good stock. Is there anybody out there, you know? And I tell you, you keep I don't want all your problems. You keep your problems out there in the form of disciples and all these buildings you got to manage and all that. I like my little apartment here. I got a little food here, a little apartment. That's good enough for me. You keep all that stuff. But let's just see you make the effort to see that the value here, you know, value added is here. You know, then you'll be a real guru and you'll deliver your disciples. If you can't see real bhakti is here, you're not seeing reality. There you're blind. You're a blind leader. Isn't that what Jesus said? You guys can't see that God had sent Jesus? You can't see the signs and symptoms that he was in communion with the Lord? You can't see that he had better knowledge than 1,000 Pharisees put together? Oh, can you not see that and even more here? More ecstasy than you read in the Bible? More knowledge than you read in the Bible? More than you understood with Prabhupada or Bhakti Siddhanta or Bhakti Vinod? You can't see that? You're still blind. I see it. That's why I come to class every day. I would like to see it. I like to see more of it. I always like to see the surprise. Every day's a surprise. I like surprise parties. You guys are fools, man. You wait every year to have your false ego birthday, man. Oh, you're so important. You have a birthday, man. I have birthday every day. I don't think it's about my birth and then, no, I like Krishna's birth. That's a birthday, man. Let's birth Krishna and Radha every day. I have surprise party every day, man. Adventure every day, every great thing that you can imagine. And everybody has to wait for their own birthday, and then it's a big disappointment because all they get is their false ego stroked, and it's nothing. That's why it's people get it pained here. Oh, I didn't get enough acknowledgement from Gora. He didn't acknowledge me enough. Well, I only come here to acknowledge Krishna, my friends, and Radha, and the happiness of that. It's much better than trying to get the false ego acknowledged. Yeah, so you know, that's basically how it is. That's why I don't pay these persons any mind. You got to do like Prabodhana and Saraswati, the devotees who had the real mercy of Lord Caitanya. They poo-pooed the demigods. You guys are nada. You're just, what are you? You're speculators. What are these gurus? They're speculators. This is Prabodhanandana Saraswati preacher. We skipped all those grades back then now. We're not going through all this Vaidhi stuff anymore. That's finished. We just go back to the preaching of Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur's. The devotees of Lord Caitanya poo-pooed everything, Brahmins, and they just taught Brahmins. What is this Brahmin thing? No, that's not superior. We have the mercy of Lord Caitanya. The mercy of Lord Caitanya trumps everything. It trumps Vaidhi everything, because that's what's happening now. On the order of Prabhupada. Hey, mercy of Lord Caitanya. Get with the real program now. Everybody can get prema. Hey, man, forget about this many lifetime things. That's proof the potency wasn't amped up like it is here. Okay? Those paths are ignorant paths now. It's even in the verses. The verses expose it. It's not by renunciation that they teach, that Narayan preached, that all ISKCON preaches now. They all preach this. Religion preaches this. It's not by austerity, renunciations, and sadhana practices, and pious deeds to be a real perfect, by your works. No, it's not by any of that you attain. It's only by unalloyed devotion. It's only through the devotees who chant holy names with great ecstatic devotion. These verses are in force and are the reality now. They're always real. We just extract that truth and preach it. And whoever believes that reality opens. What, you want the reality of many lifetimes? That came out of Narayan Maharaj's mouth. You want that many lifetime preaching? You want to wait many lifetimes? Because here I told you a word that is more in harmony with the actual descent of Lord Caitanya and what he preached from his own mouth. I'm just repeating it as it is. That's where the power is there. It's the Lord's will. He preached it. Why wouldn't he want that for you? What, he wants you to wait? What kind of mercy is that? Well, I guess there's some mercy in that many lifetimes. No, it's better than millions of lifetimes. Maybe if 30 or 40 lifetimes, if you go Narayan Raj's path, there's some mercy in that. But there's mercy in what the Lord, I'm just telling you what the Lord brought. I'm just showing you what the Lord brought. He brought, what he said, what is transmitted through Krishnadas Kaviraj is the truth. If you don't believe in the mercy of the Panchatattva to deliver you in this life, as Chaitanya Leela says, Chaitanya Charitamrita says that, Srimad Bhagavatam, no, well, actually, yeah, it does, actually, but this is even more. Chaitanya Bhagavat and Chaitanya Mangal says that. Just by hearing from a devotee, you can get pure devotional service. What does that mean? Prema. The highest standard of devotional service. The Lord came here to bring that. The devotees are preaching that, and all of a sudden it doesn't work anymore. The Lord must be, I don't think people believe in Lord Chaitanya. I don't think these gurus believe in him. Because if you believe in Lord Chaitanya, you believe in his mercy. You'll be able to transmit his mercy if you have real faith in the truth. Because it starts at home. You see yourself. I'm delivered on the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. It's always been like that. Therefore, I can preach it. But these people, they're not delivered. That's why they can't even, all they can do, transmit speculation into you. You'll be mentally masturbating in your mind. I see it all the time. You're alone, man. You're alone with your speculation. See? I'm with the Lord in the truth, in the word, in the ecstasy. And you're in alone with your speculations. No wonder you guys are lonely out there. I speak to lonely devotees. I'm lonely, because I'm in separation. I'm in separation from. You haven't met Krishna yet. That's the problem. Why don't you come here and get Krishna and be happy forever? Even in separation, but it's not like you think. It's not like anybody thinks. You have to have the guru, a real guru's experience. And you can only get that through a real guru. You have to abandon your misconceptions. See, misconception, you notice the word? It's all in the word, man. Misconception. You have a conception that makes you miss the mark. See? You see how important the conception is, how the word is God? It's the concept. That's the construct of the spiritual world, is in the concept of the Lord as it is, transmitted by a realized devotee. You are liberated just by the word, the concept, the pure concept of the Lord that only he can transmit through his chosen medium. Narrow gate, huh? It's pretty narrow. Huh? You get this guru. You got to find that kind of guru, man, eventually. If you want quick, if you like many lifetimes, look at Christians. I'm not convinced that most of even the ecstatic ones I see, well, they're going to have to work on stuff. They want to be one with God. Well, where's devotional mellows and stuff? They need more instruction. They'll probably take another birth here. Many of them, they don't know. They think it's about being one with God. Well, that ain't quite it. One simultaneous, one in difference. In your devotional position as an individual, communing with God forever, like Narada Muni. He's a great standard, man. You see, he goes through the universe. He goes in because he's always communing with God. He's got the name. He's got taste for that name, man. See, that's guru. You got to find a Narada Muni in this world. How many are there around? Have you seen? See, Narada Muni comes to this world and people can't recognize him. See? Just like you can't recognize a real guru, you'll just laugh at them. But the joke's on you guys who are laughing, man. Joke's on you, man. You're the real jokers. Huh. Mm. We have the supreme joker under our control. When King Prataparudra returned to Jagannath Puri, Ramananda Roy came with him. Ramananda Roy immediately went to meet Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with great pleasure. Upon meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ramananda Roy offered his obeisances. The Lord embraced him, and both of them began to cry in the ecstasy of love. So that's what you can get here. With even though the Lord is unmanifest, you'll cry in the ecstasy of love when you chant the name, which is Him. Is that Supreme Lord, same Lord that was here manifest, that He embraced, Ramananda Roy embraced. You'll also embrace the Lord through the name, and you'll have the same kind of tears. That's proof that you're really in the real line. The same kind of tears, you'll laugh and cry and choke up, all those kinds of things. Otherwise, not. Otherwise, you're just bullshitting yourself like these gurus are bullshitting themselves. They're bullshitting them. Oh, no, it's not about that. No, no, we keep it inside and we just, we just tell you a few speculations. And no, you have to have that same. You come here, you get either quickly or gradually, whatever it is. You're going towards that direction of embracing the name of God and having the same experience Ramananda Roy. That's called spontaneous devotion. Already, quite a few people have that here, and others are on their way. Don't worry, it'll come. You're in the proper. You're in the front of the line. These gurus, you gurus out there, you're in the back of the line, my friends. These people are in the front. The front of the line is here. You want to stay in the back of the line? Well, don't come over here, Maybe we'll get some of your followers and that have some good sense to find, if Krishna awakens and says, put some brain in their thing. Well, Gauri, him and his devotees, his friends, his disciples, they're getting this bhakti, and I did read about it. And my guru ain't transmitting it. Maybe you start thinking a little logically. And he is quoting Bhagavatam. Actually, Bali Raj gave up, a very fantastic guru could raise the dead. Why? Well, my guru can't raise the dead. Why don't I just go over there like Bali Raj did? We again went to Vamana Dev, and yeah, my guru hasn't taught me these things. See, now that's thinking straight. I'll just help you out a little bit. Think about it. Yeah. See? Deliverance is where the greatest devotees are in this world, because that means the Lord is in them, working through them, as them in this world, doing His transcendental work, which is delivering people. He likes to deliver babies. Yeah, you must be born again to enter the kingdom of God. You want to? People have that. They get born here, transcendentally reborn. Their spiritual body is awakened. They can taste these mellows. They can taste the name and the pastimes. They laugh and they cry. All that. That's why, hey man, you newcomers, don't be bewildered by some of my disciples when they're going through purification. Look at even though they don't look at what they got, you look at what they got. Okay, be smart. If they're laughing and crying and choking up when they read this Leela, they got the highest wealth in the world. So don't listen to their complaining or believe in it. Don't be confused. Look at what they got, even though they may not be looking at it in time because they're going through purification. That's intelligence. People come here, even though they got a lot of bullshit in them, they got a whole big karmas and all kinds of crapola inside. The Lord sees their heart, and if there's a sincere heart, He just, I ain't gonna wait. I'm just gonna jump in there. I know they're gonna get through it eventually. That's the way my Lord works here. Tremendous power here. Unbelievable, actually. That's why they can't believe it. They can't. No, no, it can't be so powerful. These guys can't have real devotion. No, no. Our guru said many lifetimes before that can manifest. You know. Well, ah. Seeing Lord Chaitanya's intimate dealings with Sri Ramananda Roy, all the devotees were astonished. Hey, you want that? Intimacy. That's intimacy. Is this kind of worship, my friends? You want to be that intimate with God? Well, his disciples didn't. Moses said, "Hey, come, I met God, man. You see my hair? It's all white now. It's great, man. God is amazing. It's like being stuck in an electric socket. It was so fantastic. Come up to the mountain with me." No, no, no. We'll go. We might die if we go up to the mountain there. No, no, you go. We don't want that to be so intimate with the Lord. You know? See, that's that reverent worship. But some people, they're born for that. That's why our message is going to you. A lot of people want to stay in ignorance. They want to believe that they're actually gurus and they get a following like this and everything. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to know the truth that I'm actually not qualified. No, no. I kind of like this. Being worshipped. You see, it's imitation. They imitating God. It's childishness. No, no, don't, no, no. Let me keep my illusion. It's like that guy in the Matrix. The guy who betrayed the group. Of course, Lolita hasn't seen the movie, but anyway, for you that have the guy, he betrays his family. He wanted to go back into the Matrix, even though it wasn't real. See, I don't care if it's not real. Just let me seem like I can eat a nice meal and all these things, and let me just keep me in the illusion. See, that's what it is when you haven't realized the Lord and you have some position like I'm here to bring you to Vrindavan, even though I can't do it. See, it's an illusion. See, and people they support it because they're part of it. It's the blind leading the blind. Blind guides for blind people, blind uncles, stuff like that. That's why they won't come here. Their followers won't come here. But amongst them, somebody is looking for the light. That's why, do I stop doing this? Do I stop preaching like this, even though thousands of Vaishnavas believe in blind people, in blind guides? Do I stop? No, we hold the light up so somebody can see it that's looking for that light. That's what Jesus taught. That's why this is, in the sense, a Jesus trip. This is what Lord Caitanya taught. Same thing. Even he goes to Nandanacharya's house. That's the place where he wanted to hide when he wanted to hide. He said, "Hide me." He said, and Nandanacharya said, they started laughing. They said, "How can I hide you? Everybody knows now. You just went out there and you show this bhakti, you show this light now. You preach these truths. So now the world, I can't hide you anymore. You wanted to be exposed. The Lord wants to be exposed now. That's why I preach like this. Why I come here every day. Why you guys come here. You want exposure. You want the Lord exposed. You want him, starts with us. He exposes himself to us. And we pay it forward, right? We expose it to the world. No matter how many, don't show. No, you should show our speculations. No, I don't want to showcase your speculations. No, they're not up to standard. No, no, I don't want to acknowledge that you're actually representatives of Vrindavan, Krishna, and Radha. No, no. Sorry, you're not. I'm not here to stroke your false egos and to support your illusion. I'm here to take it down. We're here to break it up, man. Hey, you didn't know? The Great Reset is coming. Oh, no more, no more. Oh, no, no. I like Carl Schwab says. He starts laughing. It's never going back to the normal, the old normal. No, no, this is the new normal. Yeah, I say, hey, you, Jai Pata, yeah, Radha. Oh, Narayan Raj followers. It's never going back like that, man. No, no, no. Truth is here, man. We got the order. You're getting exposed, man. We're breaking it down, man. Taking down the walls. We have a great reset coming back here. One that you'll even like once you get wind of it. There's enough stroking false egos, false gurus, false acharyas, false representatives of the true Radha and Krishna Vrindavan. That's finished. No, conclusive truth now. We have our committee here. We know what is conclusive truth. We don't like this stuff you're trying to pass off. It doesn't do nothing. All it does is pass on the speculative sampradaya that's no sampradaya at all. What is a false follower? I mean, who wants to be that? Pass that on. False followers? Oh my God. Yuck. We want real followers who, how do you know that you're the real followers over there going Hari Das? Well, we got the mercy of the Lord, my friends. We have ecstatic devotion. That shows that's the real mercy, is this ecstatic devotion, this taste, increasing taste for the holy name. Yeah. Otherwise, you guys don't got it, man. Look at you guys. All I see is obscenities coming out. What did Jesus say? It's not what he even said. It's not what you eat that contaminates you. It could have said what comes out of your mouth, the blasphemies, the curses, right? Didn't he say that? And didn't we see some of that? That's proof of potency. Oh, Lalita pulled that right out of that guy, man. It's like pulling teeth, rotten teeth out of the guy, man. That's a bitch. Ooh, my goodness. I thought, ooh, my goodness. At least when I curse, people get purified, but he's trying to pollute her, spitting, like a snake, spitting. And she goes, no problem. She was like, oh, that was in there, huh? That's what you get with speculation. You become a snake. Didn't Jesus call the Pharisees vipers? That's these representatives of Vrindavan. They're a little vipery. They're contaminated. They're like the kalya, their kata is contaminated. That's what I see in all the groups, and they prove it out. They can't generate disciples with the pure ras. Their disciples, by their fruits they shall be known. They can't generate the pure ras by their association and their devotees standing up and saying, "Yeah, man, this is great, man. My life is fantastic now. All my sorrows are gone." See, look to the advanced devotees, or don't look the ones that are in the mean. The Lord is so merciful; He goes in there. You got to catch those on the good days, but the devotees who are more steady, then just look there. So for the newcomers, don't be bewildered or you know. Everybody's kind of in the shower here at different levels, but some are getting through pretty good. They stay steady, ecstatic, and blissful. No more material sorrows. You may have bodily pains or something, but not this material sorrows, the sadness. Oh, I lost, that material bullshit there. Do you have any of that left there, Lalita, or is it just a little bit, maybe a little bit? Yeah, okay.
It happens. It happens. Yeah.
It happens, yeah. Less, right? A lot less. Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah. So we're in, quick progress through that. Who the hell wants a sad life, man? Yeah, the sages. There was a story, this lady, her. They just paraphrase. Her son dies, and her grandsons die, and her daughters die, and everybody's dying, 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 and she's always sad, sorrowful, and she finally meets, and she's getting sick of it, man. Just miserable all the time, sad. Everybody's she's losing, always losing, losing, losing. And she meets these sages, and she says, I'm always just everybody's. I feel always sad life. And she says, yeah, well, don't you're in the world of sorrows. We don't live in that world anymore. See, we're just happy in that we have the happiness of God. So what you do is get this deity, and you've been fussing over your sons and your grandsons and all that stuff. Just fuss over Gopal here. Just fuss over this deity. Just put all that energy that you had with your sons and daughters. And she started doing that. She became really ecstatic, and got through all the sorrow was just gone. And so she's just ecstatic, and this, you know, and then she became a great saint, and people started to come to her. Yeah. See, that's good. Are you over your sorrows? Or are you sorrowful? That's why you see Prabhupada came at a certain time. I was worshiping a long time, and you get to a point where the sorrows are gone. And then you can do this. You can start doing this here for people, and otherwise you got the sadness. I notice, people that come with sad faces at first, and then very quickly, their sadness goes. Even if it take 20 years, it's better than dying in sadness. And then you get another sad life, more sadness. Sadness is because you get attached to material things, and then they're taken away, and then you're unhappy because of that. And that happens in this world a lot. Just always. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So Ramananda Roy said, I duly informed King Prataparudra of your order to me to retire from service. By your grace, the king was pleased to relieve me of these material activities. Hmm. I said, Your Majesty, I am now not willing to engage in political activities. I desire only to stay at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Kindly give me permission. That's why it's so important to come to Sadhu Sangha regularly. So you desire, all of us, we desire more and more to stay at the feet of the Lord. It's so wonderful. Have a surprise party every day, and the happiness of this kind of pure. We need it really. We need to get it really impressed in us deeply, to the point where you don't want to live without it. That's what the Lord did with Ramananda Roy. He had like 10 days of conversations with him, and it was so juicy and amazing. And Ramananda Roy, he comes to the king and says, God, man, I got such a taste with the Lord. I think I just want to do that now. He had some taste. He was a minister, and he had all these things, and he was doing that. But by this regular association with Lord Chaitanya, he just got so much. He said, I think I've done with that. He said, I just want to go and do this. And the king, because the king was a real devotee, he was non-envious. Otherwise, he could have been, because he couldn't even get the association of Lord Chaitanya, and here Ramananda Roy, his minister, his servant, gets the association. But that, you see the test, he passed the test. He didn't say, "Oh, Ramananda Roy, I should be first," and all this stuff. What about me? All that stuff. He said, "No, no, go ahead. The Lord is giving you favor." But he was smart. He said, petition the Lord to give me an audience too, eventually. And so the Lord Ramananda Roy is doing that now. No one can touch this preaching with a 10-foot pole. They have nothing on this. At this point, it's actually funny when they try to combat you. I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? We got to make it funny, actually. It's got to be get. I mean, it's just got to seem so ludicrous that they start to laugh at themselves. How ridiculous it is. There's no way you can win, my friends. The Lord is living inside this body, and not only mine, but he's living in a lot of your bodies here now. He's accepted you. See? We have that power because real authentic love. That's why everybody else is cheating on some level. You're being cheated. See, you're even being cheated in a sense by the recent acharyas because they had to cheat you because you many of you still react like you do here. Could you imagine them? They needed your help. They needed to engage you in some way so that I could get these books to do this work because you would have ran away then. And Prabhupada was smart. Bhakti was smart. He kept you engaged so that you could help them write the books. Now we're going to pay it back to you guys. Otherwise, I have no books without you guys being cheated. Because if you would have gotten this then, even now, many of you still not quite ready, right? Look at them run away. See? But now we're here sorting out the fish. The smelly ones we stay over there for a while. But there's some fish out there ready to fry. Ready to, we're ready for the fish fry. And you're the commodity.
Yeah. Combat you is really a sign of ignorance. And then the arguments what they are going so ridiculous.
It's just like they're ridiculous arguments, full of speculations. And they believe in them. See, but anyway, this is part of the shining the light. You got to do this stuff. It's part of the work. Once you taste this nectar, you are hooked because this is the ticket to the realization. Yeah, tasting the nectar. See, look at that food service worker. So you got more taste just coming here than these gurus have, and that's just the truth. You don't like me saying it out there? Well, hey, man, you don't like the truth? Well, what can I say? I'm here with some great reset. We're here to destroy all illusions and lies. What, you don't want a real guru? By their word, ignorance is destroyed? Hey, man, I can't do my job if I don't tell you the truth. If I don't expose these positions, if I don't knock it down, because it's an illusion, man. We want to build back better, right? Oh, you think that was for Carl Schwab? That guy? No, we're knocking all illusions down so we can build back better. The Lord, we're the first fruits. This is building back better, man. Tasting the holy name of the Lord, like Lord Caitanya and Nityananda and their followers did back then. Advance by taste. Yeah, live intimately with the Lord, where you embrace the holy name and you shake just like Ramananda Roy is shaking and crying. You're doing that just by the name of God, tasting the name. Wow. Who can do that? Can you do that, Radhana? How about any of you followers of Narayan Raj? Can you taste the holy name to the point where you're trembling and the tears are coming and you're just laughing and crying like Lalita? And demons are coming out of you of speculations and the curses and all. Do you have that power to bring demons out of people? Exorcise the kalyas out of them? Well, Lalita can do that. Now I see proof is in the pudding, man. She takes it out of gurus. Why do you gotta worship those guys, man? Don't you like purity? We like purity, man. That's why the Lord, even our preaching, pulls these things out of these persons. Yeah, the Lord, it's like Krishna Lila again. It's like Krishna jumping into the Yamuna that's been polluted. That's these gurus. Radhe, 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 and all this pollution of speculation inside them. And we just jump in with our preaching. We bring in the real Krishna, the real conclusive Krishna, the real truth, and jumps right into their kalya, and pulls, fight. Oh, they love to fight. Huh? Blah, curse and put out the videos of women being beaten and bruised and all that crazy shit, man. That's the kalya coming out. See, yeah, we're ready for that preaching, man. This is the living leela. It's revival. That's part of the incidental activity to pull out the demons. Until they say, "Oh, I didn't." This is the door to Vrindavan, right here, through the words of Srila Goharidas and his merry band of Bhakta babes. Yeah, Bhakta babes. Love Amy's analogies. Yeah, I mean, this is a realized person. Even my dear friend Swamiji cannot give me what you are giving her. Oh, amazing, huh, Janardhan? See, that's the thing. Yeah, that's good. It's good to see that. See, otherwise there's some, you're not seeing things quite as they are. But then now, see, you're analyzing properly. You see, yeah, my friend is, yeah, but you see this is the thing, and eventually he'll see your impartialness. See, wow, really, yeah, and eventually he'll come. I like the guy actually. I mean, just needs he needs to become a little conclusive. That's all. Then he can become a real guru, a Vaishnava guru. All will be forgiven. I mean, he did some things that are kind of a little off the wall, but the Lord forgives everybody. All you have to do is just come on the right page. You come here, because here, this is where, I mean, we're all. I mean, the Lord is agreeing to keep us purified, which is wonderful. You know, so everybody can take it. You come here, the Lord will jump in you. He'll guard, and he'll get the weed eater out. He'll just pull the string, zoom, zoom, get the chainsaw out, whack those weeds down.
Open all those eyes first. That's the problem. How do
Yeah,
open
yeah,
the eyes?
yeah. Open the eyes. Yeah, yeah. When I submitted, I said, Your Majesty, I'm now not willing to engage in political activities. I only desire to stay at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Kindly give my permission. And that's what will happen here for the devotees, because there's politics in religion. There's politics in these temples and stuff. There always been, it's just the way it is. It's religion. Even people that are, that know better, they say, stay a little bit more at a distance. That's what Prabhupada was told by his guru. They, these sannyasis who are into the temple, see, the temple, which is the Bhakti Siddhanta saw these things go on with these neophyte leaders and stuff. They said, well, why doesn't Bhakti Vedanta? Well, he was Abhira, whatever his name was back then. Why doesn't he come and live in a temple like us? And Bhakti said, no, better he stays on his own. See, a devotee doesn't need to live in a temple. People even tell me, I say I've been to India so many times. Oh, did you go to the ashrams? Ashrams? Are you kidding? I'm not into that stuff. I'm not into some regular regimes and all that stuff. And you wake up, so, and you have to do their program. I do my own program. I do whatever my heart wants now. My heart wants to chant. It wants to chant this name, that name. I don't have to chant the Maha. I only do it mainly because people are used to it. But I can chant this name, that name, this, whatever name I really want. You know, I don't want to, live in an ashram. You don't have to. Yeah, I tried that. I lived in ISKCON, and I get up, and I just want to do, just be with Prabhupada, chant these books, study these books. I just love that, man. It was so nice. And program time for the program. Woohoo! Get on the program. I said, I don't want to do no. This is my program. No, you got to do the Mangalartik and Mangalartik, Pilsi Pooch, da 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 da, this pooch, that pooch, this pooch. I said, I ain't gonna do it, man. You look at these guys. You can't even get them up. I'm up at 3 a.m. reading Prabhupada's books. That program's for them. They have no taste. I had the taste from the very first day. I wish I knew what I see. You guys have such an advantage. I wish I knew what I knew now. And you get the advantage of this. I had to wade through all this stuff. I didn't know the meaning of this, that this taste was everything. I didn't know. I wasn't clear about that. Because they're out there from the other side telling me, oh, what's really important are the rules and regulations and the program. Even though these guys had no taste and couldn't even get them up, you had to practically beat them, throw water on them and everything, get them up from. They didn't want to get up from Mangalartik. They didn't want to get up for anything. They liked to sleep. That's why they had temple commanders wake these guys up, because they didn't want to get up. If you wouldn't say anything, they sleep till 9 o'clock in the morning or something. I was up, no alarm clock, 3 o'clock. Prabhupada's books, Love those books, man. They're amazing, man. I felt so much taste, See, it's the taste, man. They still don't know after 50 friggin' years, because their gurus don't know. It's all about taste. See? And if they come here, you can get the taste, and then you surpass religion. And then you read Bhagavad Gita verse, and you're it. You're that verse. Abandon all varieties of religion. Whoa, I did that. Take shelter of Krishna. I did that. See, shelter of Krishna. Do you have the shelter of Krishna? Well, that's the taste, my friends. That means he stays close to you. You're close to him. He's close to you now. See, you get purified just by taste for the name. See? Abandon religion. You don't need the rules and the regulations in the way. I mean, you follow, mode of goodness regulation. You get up, sometimes fast. It's good to fast a little bit. I mean, it literally purifies the body. It's wonderful. But you don't need to get purified spiritually from that. Oh, you should give me the bead bag, man. Let me taste his name. Because that the Lord is in that communion, man. This embrace. Let me embrace the Lord by embrace his name. Like Haridas. He embraced the name. That was his, just embrace the name, and then the symptoms came. That's a sign that the Lord has agreed to be close to Haridas, to bond with him forever. See? That's why, it's so severe and so easy and hard at the same time. Unless you're ready for that. Do what? You want to come here? You want to be with God forever? This is a one-way trip. You come here. A lot of these guys, no, I don't know, man. I think I want the illusion of being a guru, actually, even though I'm really not. Even though they don't even know that they're really not sometimes. Sometimes they know that. They think coming here is real fearful proposition because you'll be closed. They'll lose all of their false thing, which you will. You just become a real guru. You become transformed into a real guru. What's so bad about that? You actually deliver your disciples. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Not many lifetimes, you deliver them in this lifetime. What's so bad about that? That poor guru, he can't deliver his disciples all his speculation. He's just in his mind about all this stuff, and he's a great person, you know, and but his disciple ain't getting delivered. And then they're all blasphemers. The guru's a blasphemer, and the disciples are blasphemers. They blaspheme. They agree. Oh yeah, Lalita Ganga is a horrible person. She should be tortured and raped. See? That's your gurus out there. Unbelievable. Huh? You're worshiping that. I think we're in Kali Yuga for sure, huh? See, we worship the supreme pure one with pure conception. And therefore the Lord likes that. He stays close. Radha likes that in us. He stays in us. See? Pure conceptions. Wonderful. Ah. My dear Lord, as soon as the king heard your holy name, he was immediately overwhelmed by great ecstatic love. Catching my hand, he displayed all the symptoms of love. As soon as he heard my petition, he immediately granted me a pension without reductions. Thus, the king granted me a full salary as a pension and requested me to engage without anxiety in the service of your lotus feet. See, devotees that are purified, they're non envious. You see, he heard the holy name and all the symptoms of love. What are those? The crying, the laughing, the choking up. There you go. There's a desirable association. This is what they don't know. Can you imagine? People don't know that just by being around the devotees with these symptoms of ecstatic devotion, you're around a realized soul. You're around somebody who God is around, close, and therefore he'll be close to you. The first beginning of that is to see a devotee who the Lord is close to. Then you get a bird's eye view of what the Lord looks like. His nature, his characteristics. Now you know what the Supreme Personality of Godhead is looking like to some degree. So you get a close up look, close. The devotees show you that. Otherwise, God is away in the distance. You don't see him very well. So you got to get up close. Does anybody want to see God up really close? Well, you got to find the devotees who are really close to the Lord. The Lord is close to them. They're close to the Lord. And then you get to see on that mirror. Otherwise, you don't know. You don't know what the real God is. Even if you see a devotee there that's up close with the Lord and they're bringing that closeness to you, that's the kingdom of God coming to you. It's that Lord's presence here through his devotees. That's better than the deity. Yes, it's better than the deity to have a devotee there because they speak to you and the deity is, oh dear Krishna, will you say something?
It's not a connoisseur.
Huh?
The deity is not a connoisseur.
He's just sitting there. Oh, can you tell me what my sins are? Oh, I guess I don't know what they are. I can go, oh, let me go blaspheme Gaur Haridas some more today. Because I go to the deity and deity seems to approve. Let me go call Lalita a few more names. Because I go to the deity to purify every day the deities. Don't I go Ari? No, I just go to blasphemy. No, I don't want to hear what he says. Matter of fact, his words bring out the blasphemy. Her words bring out the blasphemy in people too. Yeah, see, I don't know. We don't want to listen to them. Not yet. We got to get a lot of blasphemy out of people, first. Get it all out, then it clears. Oh, I see. I see. God is speaking to me through you. That's what they did with Jesus and Lord Caitanya eventually. Yeah, when a devotee's not preaching, see, when a devotee's not preaching, then things go on, right? Even if a devotee is here, if they're not preaching, if they don't open their mouth, everything goes on as usual, right? Just that's why the Lord said to Nityananda, "Hey, Nityananda, stop acting like the super soul and just observing all this bullshit going on in the Maya. Act a little more wild, manifest even to the lowest people, Vrindavan mood. And if they accept your association, now they'll be delivered that easily. Isn't that the way it works here? Is Amy? You notice Amy just comes. She likes this. She likes these words. Yeah, there's deliverance right there. If you like to hear the words of a devotee, whose words are they? Huh? Are they mundane words? Or is it like in the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word was God? That's that intimate devotee. They're like that, intertwined, conclusive, clubby. All we do here in this world is go clubbing. You ever see clubbing? When you go clubbing, you get a little intoxicated, right? See? We come here, we're here to go to clubs. We're here doing clubbing. We get a little intoxicated on the holy name and club away. See, that's clubbing. That's Krishna style, Lord Chaitanya style. He came to this world with his devotees to go clubbing. See? They come here, they get intoxicated on the holy name, and they club everybody with the truth. Yeah, that's exactly it, Freddie, right? Yeah. That's proof of potency here, proof that, the Lord is so close, he's doing exorcisms. Yeah, Hanuman has a club too, doesn't he? Oh, Amy, flattery will get you everywhere. We're coming to a verse that's all about Amy Rose. Everything in the verse we're coming to is is all in possession of Amy Rose. Gets the benefit of this verse that's coming up here. Amy Rose says this. I'll show you how she is the book in person. She is a recipient of the mercy of the absolute truth. I'll show you. So she says, I love these words and I love you more than I could ever express or even understand. That kind of gives you a little hint, right? Oh, look at this verse. I'm sure she didn't see this verse. But it shows you very interesting. This words come out of her mouth like this. Mahaprabhu then said, my dear Ramananda Roy, you are the foremost of all the devotees of Krishna. Therefore, whoever loves you is certainly a very fortunate person. Because the king has shown so much love for you, Lord Krishna will certainly accept him or her. Lord Krishna told Arjuna, those who are my direct devotees are not actually my devotees, but those who are the devotees of my servant are factually my devotees. See? My devotees take great care and respect in rendering me service. They offer obeisances to me with all their bodily limbs. They worship other devotees and find all living entities related to me. For me, they engage their entire energy of their bodies. They engage the power of speech in glorification of my qualities and form. They also dedicate their minds unto me and try to give up all kinds of material desires. Thus, my devotees are characterized. See, that's it in a nutshell. See, if you find a real devotee, see, these people trying to be direct devotees of the Lord doesn't work, does it? See, you got to be a devotee like that sincerely loves the devotee that represents Krishna, and they give you Krishna, right? You get if you're getting Krishna really good, really clean, really clear. You love that person. You're loving Krishna because what am I giving you guys? What are you actually loving? You're loving what I'm loving. We're loving Krishna. We're loving on Krishna, man. We're living on the clear conception, absolute truth. Is Ram Vrijavasi loving on that? These words? Is he a devotee of a devotee? He claims to be, but we can see there's some pollution there. He's not getting this benediction. He's not getting what Amy Rose is getting. That's a pure heart. Can you tell the difference between her heart and that heart? I only mention it so that we can show the real path. See, Amy Rose is showing the real path. He's not. Because you don't see these kinds of blasphemies coming from her mouth. You see praises and worship of real devotees. You can't even see the worship of real devotees there. See, at first it was like, see, it's always the imitation. I seen this in the Narayan Raj group and the other groups. Sometimes they say, "Oh yeah, we're doing the same thing." See, but then when we present the clear conception, the absolute truth, all the tune changes. Didn't Ramai's tune change? Oh, you're doing what I'm doing. Same thing. You had dream, I had dream, and then we start preaching the clear conception, and all the darkness starts to come out, right? See, all the speculations. See? All of a sudden, he doesn't like me anymore. I don't blame him. Yeah, we're here to expose everything, right? We're to, break it down, reset, great reset, build back better. This is building back better. Purity. What did Prabhupada say? Purity is the force, right? Pure conception of Krishna is the force, man. Pure. You got to be an experienced devotee, relishing real mellows, not speculating on Radharani and what she is and all these things. We got to see some Radha, man. Where's this Radhi? But show us Radhi. No, we don't show. That's because you can't show. You can't cheat Radharani. You can only cheat yourself and your little foolish disciples who believe you're. Did you see that speculation? He was coming. He was very creative with speculating. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way. Oh yeah. No. Let's see. Gohari says that he actually preached ecstasy and he was ecstatic in front of people. No. Well, let's see what we can do. Oh yeah. Well, actually, he was ecstatic. You're right. But he had all his disciples around him, and nobody could see it. Ooh, that was a good one, man. That's really creative. That's a very great imagination you got there. That's one real good justification of why the Lord did not show ecstasy. None of them. No, the devotees, they were not showing any ecstasy, anybody. Yeah, but we have books writing all about it. But, you've got it, all the bases covered. Why ecstasy should not be expressed in this world, even though they did back then so much. But you got all the bases covered. And we're here to knock down those bowling pins, those boulders, man, with the truth. We're here to show you. Look at the benefit that Lalita Ganga has gotten from seeing ecstasy, and everybody else here seeing the ecstasy. Proof is in the pudding, man. Look at it, not showing it from Bhakti Siddhanta, from Bhakti Vinod, Bhakti Siddhanta, and Prabhupada. Look at the benefit there. No ecstasy and still all kinds of speculating. And they want it. That's why they're speculating. They got to say, well, we got to get it somehow. Maybe we'll just be in our minds about it and speculate on what it is and all that. See? But we prove it. We transmit it. No need to speculate. We just, as it is, conception of the absolute truth, man, and relish these things. Taste these glories. And Radha is pleased to awaken in us and give us great happiness. CHD, SGHD, SGHD. For British Prime Minister. Yes, Boris. Oh, they got rid of that guy. Yeah, let's actually not me. We need to install Lalita. Lalita and Johan, they can get up there, man. Johan can play his little thing. He can do that Harinam and act, get everybody's attention. Lalita can laugh all the time, purify the world. Yeah, let me go back to this is. So then Maharaj Pratapuja very humbly said, I am most fallen and abominable, and I'm unfit to receive an interview with the Lord. One's life is successful if one engages in his service. See, and that's what it is. We're unfit. All of us are unfit to engage in an interview with the Lord. Interview, see, intertwine, interview, intervention, all these beautiful words related to this relationship. See, interview, see, go inside and view the real Lord. See, so, and all of us are, I mean, this is the amazing thing. That's why, I just want to push this grace, because it's true, it's real. We need to knock down what it was been before. Okay, that was fine to a point. Vaidhi Bhakti, work for your salvation, all this. But this is the New Testament in Vaishnavism. This is the new thing. It's not really new. It was preached 550 years ago. There should be no fear about this. This should not be that this is speculation. No, this is as it is. Now you look at these books, you'll see the mercy was preached that you could get this ecstatic devotion just by being a devotee of Lord Caitanya. And you can be now by being with an authentic or associate of Lord Caitanya who embraces the Lord's name like Ramananda Roy embraced Lord Caitanya physically. And the same kind of thing happens. And you guys are qualified now to transmit it also. This is the branches and sub branches starting to manifest here. See, this is the Green New Deal. Go green, man. See, it's all about truth. This is about climate change. You didn't know that? Don't think climate change is a bad thing. That we need to push the green deal here now. This is we gotta. You gotta. It's very important. This climate change. We got to do something about this climate change. We got to change the climate. This climate of Vaidhi Bhakti and trying to work for your salvation and speculation. We got to change that climate. We got to bring springtime, eternal springtime here now. That's clear conception of the absolute truth. Ecstatic worship of the Lord is springtime. Every day is a birthday for the lordships. See, lordships. You have to have the lordships, not just Krishna. Not enough. You won't know him. All you got is his name. You know, not just one ship. You need the lordships, two of them, Radha and Krishna. See, you need Radha. You need that devotion awakened. See, you got to enter that ship. See, and then the other ship comes. See, lordships. They're like ships that we cross over this ocean of illusion in with the lordships, not the ship of Krishna. No, 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 not enough. We need Radha too. We need that devotion. Yeah, that gives us the taste, right? Shama Sundari. Aha. Where you been? I've been missing you. Finally catching the live. All right. Good. Probably working your butt off, right? You probably got a perfect body now from all that yoga you're doing. Could you imagine you have a yoga job doing yoga, man? You got to get fit doing that. Have that as a job, man. Yeah. One's life is successful if one engages in his service. And this is such an easy way, easy peasy way. Engages his service. Turn your friggin' camera on, people. Come and listen to these words. Let them dash your illusions to the ground. They ain't done anything for you. They haven't given you this kind of ecstasy, so what good are they? Abandon these varieties of misconceptions. Just automatic. You just come here, you think, wow, that's a better idea about Krishna. Wow, look at this. Grace now, not later. Oh, well, this is great. Not many lifetimes. Oh, I'll go with that conception because it's true. I ain't lying. I'll prove it to you in the book. Those who believe in the mercy of the Panchatattva to get ecstatic devotion in this life, get it. Those who don't believe in the conception of getting ecstatic devotion in this life, don't get it. Pretty simple. 1 and 1 equals 2. Can you add anybody out there? God, the more I think about this, what a great path we got here going, Lalita. So simple. My God, the service of the Lord, your life is successful by engaging in His service. And here you go, you got the opportunity, man. Here, work those here. Let's see them go like this, like Dumbo. See, you have to have Dumbo ears. You got to say, man, I'm just a Dumbo. I'm just Dumbo, man. But I like to listen, man. I'm working these ears, man. You see, they're flopping, man, like Dumbo, the elephant. Dumbo. I admit I'm a goat head. I'm a Dumbo, man. Just let me engage in the Lord's service by hearing. Great path, isn't it? The body is material. I am told on a regular basis it does not matter. Oh, come on, man. Start just count your blessings, man. Just see the Lord is giving you Himself. Boy, what a privilege. But anyway, you do what you got to do. It doesn't matter. I don't look at that. Sorry, I don't feel sorry for you, man. The Lord has given Himself to you. Everybody else, stop feeling sorry for her, man. Really. I mean, the truth is, don't feel sorry for River Yamuna. She's got the greatest gift in the world. Okay? Don't give her any of that. Just say, I can't feel sorry for you, man. You've got devotional mellows, the greatest treasure in the world. She's won the lottery 10,000 times over, and she wants your sympathy. Don't give it to her. Don't give her a drop. Let her, say everything she wants, but don't just keep praising. Oh, you're so fortunate. Oh, you're so fortunate, River. You got Krishna. The Lord has given Himself to you. You can read the Leela in ecstasy. Tears come to your eyes and all that. That's all I see.
the most exceptional treasure in the world. She
Yeah,
has,
yeah. So don't,
nobody in the world has it, and she has it.
yeah, it's amazing, huh? I'm so happy for you, River. I'm sorry. I just can't give that up, man. It just makes me so happy that you've got this treasure. So yeah, I know. I agree. I don't know what it is to be dialyzed and all that, but I still know that you've got this fantastic treasure. You might even have more than me of it. I think the Lord's more merciful to you than me. Nobody gives me sympathy here. Yeah, well,
We do.
I'm just so happy for you that you got Krishna. You know what Lord Chaitanya said? I would give up millions of bodies to get Krishna, and you didn't have to give up this body that's all frail, that's on the machine. You didn't even have to give it up. And he's given himself to you, and now you can use whatever breath you got to preach and to make other people fortunate. You have the power to transmit Krishna to others. Oh my goodness. So use every breath for that while you're here, man. Great opportunity. You may not get another one. Maybe the Lord will take you to Goloka. But while you're here, you can preach. People, that lady got her arm. She was a Christian. She got her arm bit off by a shark. And then somebody said, "Oh, do you feel unhappy?" She said, "No, this is great for preaching." She says, "I make more devotees of Christ now because of that. I'm glad the shark bit off my arm." See? So you're hooked to a machine and you have suffering in the body, everything. Some of the greatest saints were like that. That one lady, the great saint, she had tuberculosis. She was sick all the time, but she had Jesus Christ. And he became a great saint and all that. That's you there, River. You're a great saint.
All glories to River Yamuna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me out of my off. Let me out. Cut my off my your arm. I'm a rascal. I can't help it, man. You know. If you give me your mercy, then I'll be able to go back to Godhead. Only if River Yamuna gives me her blessing. You have always said this kind of bullshit. No, it's not bullshit. It's cow shit, man. Cow shit's pure. I am more of a rascal than you. I can't help it. We're making too many saints here. They're popping up like lilies in a field. They're believing in this truth, man. I just preach the truth and believe. These words come true. You just become saints. It's amazing. I love it, man. Just God, can't believe. This ecstatic chanting just gets you to preach truth, and everybody gets delivered. I love it, man. Easy peasy, right there, Amy. Easy peasy path, man.
Wait one day, Yamuna, to leave your body. I'm not there yet.
Get your ass on a plane and warn me while I leave my body. No, I ain't gonna. No, 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 no. We don't want you to leave your body. Stay around for a while. You don't have my permission to leave. So the king then said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, the son of Maharaj Nanda. He is very merciful. And I hope in a future birth he will allow me an interview. See, it's time for that preaching to be finished because the Lord came here to give him an interview, to give kings and fallen people interviews, to give interviews to this. What do you think we're doing with Ramai? We gave him an interview. He's getting interviewed. We're checking out his qualification. We're pulling out his qualification. This is great. Ramai is qualified. He's a fallen rascal, man. despicable person, man. He's great. He's qualified for Lord Chaitanya's mercy. He's that perfect speculator, man. Speculating, trying to hide the ecstasy of my Lord. And my Lord ain't agreeing to hide the ecstasy, is he? No, we just become more ecstatic. We turn up the juice.
They don't understand that we get the award for fighting for conclusive truth. We get a lot of award for this. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Our reward in the kingdom of God, which is here right now. We have to go anywhere. It's here immediately. See, you commune with God through, hearing and chanting and relishing these things, names. Yeah. What an angry guru. Am I angry today? I didn't feel angry.
Maybe she thinks she talks about the other one.
Oh, the other guru. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah. My Lord, I don't think there's even a fraction of Maharaj Pratapuja's loving ecstasy in me. See how that was the standard? Loving ecstasy. What is our fault for having the standard of loving ecstasy? We have the same standard as those devotees did. You see, he comes Lord Chaitanya. Yeah, I don't think that amount of loving ecstasy is in me. It's all about loving ecstasy. It's simple. If you have that loving ecstasy of the Lord, what is the Bhagavad Gita verse? It uses those exact words, loving ecstasy. To worship the Lord, love, right? Bhagavad Gita 10:10. That loving ecstasy reveals Lord Chaitanya. It reveals his devotees, and the devotees reveal that loving ecstasy. What is that revelation? You get to see it. They all want us to hide the loving ecstasy. That doesn't make sense to me now. Why hide the loving ecstasy? Don't we want to preach loving ecstatic worship of the Lord? What do you want to preach? Speculation? Want to preach loving ecstasy that's not loving ecstasy? That's not even provable? That's not even demonstratable? Come on, what kind of science of self realization is that? What kind of science of Krishna consciousness is that? Yeah, that would only be like these politicians. Follow the science. Where's the science? They want us to follow the science. That's like this Ramai telling us, follow the science. What's the science? Oh, no ecstasy. No show of ecstasy. Speculations that don't produce ecstasy. Follow the science. I ain't following that science. That ain't no science. I'm following this science, loving ecstasy, that you can see, that's demonstratable, that's transmissible. This is more real than anything that's been here for a very long time. This is not just real in Gaur This is not just real inside the heart of Prabhupada. This is not just real inside Bhakti Siddhanta. This is not just real inside Bhakti Vinod. This is real inside Gaur Das and many devotees now. Now that's real. We do real here. Transmissible real, like Lord Caitanya did, like Nityananda did. Oh, we must be their real servants. Are you ready for the reality show, people? Peeps? Are you ready to peep into the Lord's real truth? We got to get Lalita drunk today. Hey, peeps, come take a peep here, you peeping toms.
A lot of them people, how many you spies are out there peeping into what we're doing? I bet that Ram Dot, no, he can't do it because I blocked him. I'll unblock him so he can see that we talk about him. Rangaleka is probably spying on him. He's telling his guru everything. Well, Gohar, he mentioned your name. You're lucky I mentioned your name. That must be your be slated to become on the real, what do you call it? The real committee. The kind of committee you're on right now, that's a kind of the GBC level. You might as well just join the GBC over there. They speculate a lot about a lot of things. Go make up a checklist with them. What you think the quality of a real guru is. Quality of a guru is really here, man. You see, they're ecstatic and they transmit the ecstasy. That's Guru Dev, according to Lord Caitanya's teaching. The simple truth. Yes, it's correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly guru. We make those kind of guru. Even Lalita is causing that to happen. Johan and others. People getting attracted to what is good. We got life here, my friends. We got life. There's so much life in conclusive truth, isn't there? Ooh. Yes. Your life becomes one big yeah. Yes. Another day of sadhu sangha, man. Yes. Another day of conclusive truth. Yes. Another day of fearless, bold preaching. Yes, another day of ecstatic, intimate worship of my Lord. You got that kind of lifestyle? Come here. Yeah, I'm ready for the peep show. That's right. We got probably some, see, I see some left. We exposed them. They thought, oh, well, they might know who I am. So they left. They had three left. There were three spies. It's okay. Spy on this. You're lucky to be able to spy over here. Yeah? Lalita, the most attractive chica. Lord Caitanya said, my dear Ramananda Roy, you are the foremost of all the devotees of Krishna. Therefore, whoever loves you is certainly a fortunate person. And those who love real devotees, they know. They don't have to be, it's not just a verse. It's just not a bunch of words. It's an actual experience, actually feeling it. You experience that good fortune. Why? Because you please the Lord, and that's what it's all about. Pleasing God is finding the ultimate path in life. Pleasing God is ecstatic devotion awakening in your heart. That's God's pleasure, man. Now you have God's happiness. You know the intimate secret about the Lord that nobody knows. You have God's happiness, and you have the power to give it if you give it. I didn't get the order just to, I just got the confirmation, which was nice, but I wasn't ordered to give ecstatic love. I just started reading the book and ecstatic love started to manifest. And Prabhupada, out of his mercy and Krishna out of their mercy, gave me the confirmation. I was always trying to look for confirmation, but people were already the confirmation. Them getting ecstatic devotion, me teaching about these leelas of Lord Caitanya, and chanting in ecstasy and them getting ecstasy. This is what the Lord came to do. See? But the Lord does want to confirm, many ways so that people can know, because this is so rare. So rare. This is what the Lord usually keeps hidden. And our work is to make it really clear that this is, really wonderful, because the Lord's always trying to hide it. He's still trying to hide it in religion. You see, they want to stop this preaching. See, They're bewildered. They don't know. They said, God forgive them. They know not what they do. They don't know that they're trying to hide. We're exposing the Lord they're worshiping, and they don't know that Lord because we know that Lord, but they don't know that Lord. They think this rope is a snake. See, no, the rope is a rope here. It's not a snake. Their rope is a snake. See, snake is speculation. Snake of not having this ecstatic worship truly genuine. You're just the speculations. That's a snake. You're holding on to the snake. This is why you get the opportunity to let go of the snake because you're throwing you the rope. Yeah. Even though you don't want to grab the rope, we maintain contact. Feels like, what is that? Feels like, what's that, an instrument? Because the king has shown so much love for you, Lord Krishna will certainly accept him. There you go. If you love a real devotee, that's really the essence here. If you hear enough Hari Katha and you love these words, what do I love about Jesus? I love his word, man. What do I love about Lord Chaitanya? I love his word. That's the only experience of the Lord I could really get, is love for his word, love for his name. If I love that, then I'm loving God. If you love a real guru's word, because usually you're not qualified at first to love God, but you love the word of a devotee, he's giving you God. That word is what? In the beginning was the word was with God. The word was, is, and always will be God. That word comes through his intertwined devotion. Devotee, as it is. And you love that word, you love that preaching, you love their emanation, their ecstatic worship. You will certainly, am I preaching speculation before? Didn't I tell you that over and over again? You're guaranteed to get God here, and people are getting, the Lord's making good on that guarantee. This is why they don't get God yet. They don't really love a devotee without motive. Or they don't even have a devotee that's lovable yet because they're speculating. They got some ickies inside, some unmentionables that they start to mention here. You notice? They're mentioning these unmentionables now, getting it out. Come up with a lot of analogies here. I like these metaphors. So those who are my direct devotees are not actually my devotees, but those who are the devotees of my servant factually are factually my devotees. So one devotee said, he was a ecstatic devotee of Lord Caitanya, and he went to Vrindavan, and he would preach the Bhagavatam in many tunes. He was Uttamadhikari, and he somebody was complaining about another Vaishnava, oh, this Vaishnava, he's blah 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 blah. He said, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this. I just see everybody as a servant of Krishna. It's true. Everybody is. You can't get out of it. Even Carl Schwab and Fauci, they're serving Krishna. But how intimate of a servant? Most of them don't even know. Most of them are atheists serving Krishna, but they don't even know it. Look, you can ask Bill Gates, you believe in God? Nah. Do you believe in Jesus? No, no. But they're serving that Lord, but they don't know it. Then you can go up to these gurus. You can go up there, Ramdas, Ramnai Das, Rangalega Das, Radhanath. You're a servant of Krishna. Hey, do you believe in Krishna? Do you believe in Radha? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. No, no, you don't quite know. You don't know that Lord yet. But you can. You got to become a servant of the intimate servant of the Lord, who knows because of intimacy that true Lord. Otherwise, you're some level of a servant that doesn't know the Lord very well or perfectly. That's why I'm not preaching like that. Everybody's a servant. I could do that. That'd be Uttam. The Uttamadikari says like that. No, everybody's a servant of the Lord. I don't want to hear anything else. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. And they go on. Gohari, you're just a blasphemer. Yeah, just don't go to Gohari, man. Don't preach. Yeah, what is this? He's crazy. Well, everybody's a servant of the Lord. I don't need to do anything. But why? Why are we pointing things out, pointing the finger, giving people the finger? This is how I give people the finger, like this. Not the middle one, this one.
The one that's not in your bead bag.
Yeah, the one. Yeah. Exactly. Keep that finger out, the angry finger. Yeah, because we need to teach. They're not here to do that other. Because people have to know. They have to see. You have to prove to them. It's like that St. Paul said. Sometimes we're out of our mind for God. See, ducking swans. Like I think somebody mentioned that today. Ducking swans. See. Yeah. Sometimes we're out of our mind. We're ducking in there. We're like, ooh, swans. Just ooh, bliss. Actually, see. And sometimes in our right mind for you. That's preaching as it is. These things. Purifying people. Because basically, if you become faithful in this preaching, if you think, wow, this preaching is better than Jaipataka, boom, you get it, man. Wow, this preaching is even better than Humble Pai Radhana, boom, you get it, man. I was just waiting for you to see, become a connoisseur. Wow, this message is better than what Prabhupada gave at the time now. This is the New Testament of Vaishnavism. Boom, you get it. Because you're hearing the confidential message. You're going from external bhakti to internal bhakti. There was nothing wrong with that. More intimacy, more ecstasy, more knowledge, more purification, more power of God in this world, more ability to deliver others. Nothing wrong with that. Always a party here. That's right. So true. See, those who are my direct devotees are not actually my devotees, but those who are the devotees of my servant are factually my devotees. See, so, and this goes for, there's two levels. One level is like the previous acharyas from Bhakti Vinod forward. See, so you can't really come up to the factual position with that kind of preaching. See, because they're not giving you the real God fully yet. You're just getting the external thing. See, now you get the proof. You get to prove that you're really a devotee. Do you like as it is conception? Do you like the clear as it is truth? The clear conception of the absolute truth as it is. Do you like hearing that word? See? Does it come to the point of like, I love that word that you're speaking? That word gets me intoxicated, stoned. See? That's loving the Lord direct, because they're directly giving you the Lord that way. See? The others, either they're hiding the Lord, like Prabhupada was hiding a little bit, because you got to get this word, because this word produces intimate knowledge of the Lord. That's just the beginning. That's not intimate knowledge, external bhakti of the Lord, ceremonies, rituals. You don't even know exactly why you're doing them. No. This is the real knowledge of Krishna, the more intimate understanding. That's why you see it's hard to take. See, that's why we have to point everything out all the way up into religion. We got to say, I'm sorry, that ain't the path yet. It's not a many lifetime path. We're here. You want the mercy of Lord Caitanya, or you want some speculation on that? You want to be delivered in this life, maybe even in days. If this ecstatic devotion, because faith just is born and you hear the good news and you become like, I really love this class. I really love these words. I really love your ecstasy. Oh, I really love the ecstasy that I got now. Wow. There you go. That's the potential you can get here. And sometimes it comes really fast. Or it's, oh, when will the tears come? When? They're not coming with worshiping this guru and that guru and everything. When will the tears come? Well, when you worship the real word coming through the real devotees. They give you the real God, the real conception, concept. See? Conception is literally that. Now you're conceived Krishna by the word. Radha is born in your heart. See, conception. See, the word is the sperm, and your heart is the place where that, it's like the womb. Matter of fact, Krishna, or Radha comes through the fallopian tubes up into the heart. See, rushes up when the word enters, and then it comes up this way and it enters the heart. And boom! See, conception. We have conception. We got conception, baby. We got a transcendental baby. It's a boy and a girl. We got twins, always twins. We get the twin divinities born in you. Oh, yeah. Simultaneously, Radha's there and Krishna comes along with it. The twins, you always get twins here, not just one, just twins. See, Lord Shiva told the goddess of Durga, my dear Devi, although the Vedas recommend worship of the demigods, the worship of Lord Vishnu is topmost. However, above the worship of Lord Vishnu is the rendering of service to Vaishnavas, who are related to Lord Vishnu. See, relative. So I told you, don't put, if you're not a relative of Lord Krishna, don't put your picture on the altar. And they do. See, they do the opposite of that. They either think they're there or they think, well, I'm just here, I got to keep the movement going. I'm really a mundane person, but still I speculate. I put my picture on the altar with related, that you're a relative of Vishnu. See? Relative means transcendental. The Lord is transcendental. Are you? Is transcendental love awakened in your heart? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, one devotee told me, yeah, I can't worship Krishna, I can't serve Krishna. I will cook in the temples, I want to serve the Vaishnavas, but not knowing who the Vaishnavas are and why, Prabhupada says. serve the Vaishnavas. They think everybody who's wearing those clothes is a Vaishnava.
Yeah, I mean, Krishna did that with my ex-wife, was a good example of that. So she left here. She was doing practical preaching, transcribing, all kinds of nice things that help people. That's why it's topmost, is because the devotees here are engaged in the active deliverance of people. So what does she leave for? She gets another guru. And what does the guru engage her in? The flowers for the deity. Here she had practical service, and there she's just making these garlands, and her hands are getting all, you know, messed up, and she has to wear gloves, and she's all burnt out, working all day long with the flowers and all. And she could have been typing away, making these things, these like Brihat Bhagavatamrita, the Mridanga, these things coming out and making books and all that stuff. But because she went to that path. She'll be, this is how you repent in some time. You realize you missed such an opportunity because she doesn't bind what you're binding here because of your faith. See, you see, she doesn't have what you have. She doesn't have this ecstatic devotion. She's still, oh, when will I get this? When will I be able to worship the Lord? Yeah, go ahead.
She was ready to come to Belgium when you were there. Don't you remember? She was ready to come. She said, I will come and join all of you. And then she saw my laughter. We were on a walk and I had a big ecstatic laughter and it was finished for her. She said, you laughed like a crazy one? Yeah. They destroyed it, everything. Later
Yeah.
we became friends again, but that
Yeah,
laughter destroyed
yeah,
everything.
still, she doesn't have faith in it. You know why? She was a devotee. Narayan Maharaj preached against it. And the Radhakund Babajis also. You're not supposed to show. It's the no-show thing. And I tell you, it's all speculations. These persons don't have the real thing. They proved it. I was there. That's why I looked in all of these things. They don't got it. That's why they have to do exactly what Ramai did. That stuff is in them. That's why they preach the same thing. It's a line. They don't have the power to draw out the demons like we do. Proof that the real Radha and Krishna are inside our bodies is we pull out what Krishna pulled out when he jumped into that lake of Harikatha of Vrindavan, and the Kalya that was in here. We pull that stuff out of people. Proof is in this potency. You can't do that. You could do that. Shows you've got the mercy of the Lord to do that. No one can do that. Maya is threatened by that way. We threaten fear personified in that sense. They're very threatened. That's why they feel the fear come up. Afraid to lose what they're afraid of. People. It's crazy. It's insane. They're afraid of losing what is worthy to be lost. Speculation. What is this? It just keeps the demons inside you, man. That's why you draw it out, man. We'll see. Maybe he'll come to his senses later. Let's see.
It
A lot of
proves
people.
how you can poison, how gurus can poison their disciples. It's
That's
unbelievable.
what they do. It's poison there. This whole thing. See? So look at my wife. She's been poisoned. She can't even have faith in this because of the poison. Yeah. And anyway, this is our work. We do what we do, and maybe she'll see and change. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Let's take a little break now because it's getting early. I'll take a walk before it gets hot. I don't like humid walks so much. It's nice and cool. Yeah. All right. So thank you very much. It's been fun. It was